My name is Trevor Peterson. I was hired at Carroll County Middle School a week before school started, and because of that, I didn't have all of I didn't know everything about the school district that I've hoped that I should have known. Coming into the biggest thing, I didn't know how the school dealt with discipline issues, how they dealt with specific behaviors, and all of the system they use to document that, which is Infinite Campus throughout Kentucky. And a week into school, I realized that was a real big issue because I had students who were acting up, and I didn't know how the administration and the rest of the teachers dealt with that. So to solve that, I went to the assistant principal and had a couple of really good conversations with her. But it would have really helped me out if I had done that all before the school year started. And so I had known going in first day, so I could tell the students, this is what the expectations are, and these are what the consequences are. I was definitely very hazy on the consequences because I didn't know how they're dealt with. And that has had ramifications through most of the first quarter, just dealing with some of the behavior issues with students who tend to push the boundaries, which my class, because I'm the new teacher, it got a little stacked on that. So one of the big things is know how you're going to deal with any sort of behavior issue before the school year starts. Otherwise, you get behind the 8 ball and you're playing catch up for a couple of weeks. Well, I think one of the biggest things that I do that's effective is detentions. It's about the only thing that'll get students' attention. In my county, there are a lot of parents who are single parents, a lot of parents who are split up, and you can just tell, talking to the parents, like, well, my son has behavior issues at home, or my daughter has behavior issues at home as well. So as much as they'll try to support you, you really have to step up on your end at the school, because the parents can only offer so much support. So what I'll do is I'll give lunch detentions and after school detentions, because that's what it takes for the students to really get the message that this behavior doesn't work in school. So don't be afraid to use that tool. I was hesitant to use it just because there's not a clear way that the students will be getting home. But once you start taking that step, behavior really starts to improve. In my school, we are required by the district to submit lesson plans the Monday before the week begins. And I found that's useful because it makes me look at what the curriculum is going to be, what topics I'm going to be dealing with a week in advance. But even beyond that, I've discovered that I really need to spend at least an hour looking through the curriculum, seeing where the students are going to be making questions, looking at areas where the students aren't going to have a natural connection to. We use an exploratory math curriculum where the students are supposed to really get into the questions. So if the students aren't interested in the topic, they're not going to be able to get engaged with the material, and they're not going to, so the whole point of it's lost. So there are times where I'll look at it and I'll tweak what the question's asking so that they'll understand. For example, instead of having a long distance phone plan, it's a cell phone plan with texting, because that's what their jargon is. That's what they're used to. And just little tweaks like that will help the students out, will make it more likely for them to engage in the material, which is how they learn.